Right, so we're here for Genshin Impact's 5.6 special program. I'm actually pretty excited for this, mainly because what they announced on Twitter with, you know, the characters that are going to be in here. We've got Albedo, Venti, Kaya, and Dragonspine. I feel like we're in for a treat this update. Let's just hope the characters are voiced though. But yeah, with all that to the side, let's see what this special program has to offer. Okay, it's not in English. Bad sign. Venti! Oh, we're also getting Navi, right? Okay, we're getting a Fontaine Festival. Oh yeah, because of the new chef character. Yeah, Bake Off. Ooh. So let's hope this event, well, let's hope the story that we're getting in 5.6 is actually permanent then. And hopefully the bake-off is like a limited event. Yo, Auroron? In Fontaine? Along with Ifa? Okay. Hell yeah, dude. The thing is, I will play in English just to hear Ifa and the bird. No way, bro! Wait, I just realized, is he also hanging on to the bird? No way, bro! Ooh, Remora being announced, eh? Visiting back here. Ah, it's interesting. See, okay, I think this is just Kniech. This is what I always love, man. Different regions. Oh, Ryan Dodden mentioned? Albedo? Oh, this is so hype, dude. Yeah, the truth of the world, eh? I'm sure they'll be fine. I'm so excited, man. Yeah, the brothers. Well, I feel like we're in for a treat. Oh, Mondstadt's been trashed. New character? Okay. God, I'm so excited, dude. I love the hexing circles. You know, we're playing chess. See, I don't know any of the voices in the other languages, so I don't know who's talking here. But these enemies look sick. There's so much to take in on this. Nuvalette was stabbed? What? Please let this be a permanent event. Permanent part of the story, anyway. Barbados? Oh, Vaca? Hold on a minute. Bro, we're in for a treat. Oh, that looks so good. Okay, a lot to take in there. First off, the whole chessboard symbolization. We already know that's a thing in Genshin. It's mostly with the Gnosis and, you know, the whole Fatui playing chess and all that. Don't know if that has any connection. It seems like we're finally going to get more Albedo lore, finally. I think we all kind of hoped we got that last year, but just didn't. More Hexen Circle lore, it seems, especially with Ryan Daughter. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Yeah, Ifa.
Hello everyone! Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 5.6 special program. I'm Jane Jackson, the voice of Aressa, and I have two awesome co-hosts with me today. Why don't you introduce yourselves?
What up, my dudes? My name is Johnny
Ifa.
McQuasto, and I'm the voice of Ifa.
I love him, dude.
Hey, your turn.
Hello everyone, my name is Emily Cass and I voice Escoffier. I'm so excited to be here.
Escoffier, that's her
And
name.
I am so excited to be hosting alongside you two today.
Oh, by the way, Emily, I have to say, the way your chibi's tail moves around is so cool.
Oh, actually, it's not a tail. It's a self-adapting movement signal tracking support mech. It's a piece of tech, basically.
Have we
that
heard her
helps
voice
Escoffier
before?
in
I
the
feel like we
kitchen
have.
And in combat. It's one of her essential utensils.
But it looks so much like a tail.
Yeah, a lot of people think that. And considering how it looks, people even call Escoffier a demon chef.
Ah, okay.
I
that
mean,
seems
design-wise, she
extreme.
looks pretty sick.
Yeah, I'd say so too, but honestly, I don't know much about
God,
her.
that trailer's gonna be
Can you
so
tell us more
hyped.
about her, Emily?
Absolutely. Let's take a look at her profile. Escoffier used to be the head chef at the Hotel de Bourg.
Oh, cool.
The hotel is famous for the extremely popular and exclusive Gâteau de Bourg.
Wow, exclusive?
Yeah, only a limited
So,
amount of slices are available.
Rather,
per
this is
day.
gonna be her story
Escoffier is a master at
quest,
precision
or it's gonna be
gastronomy,
limited,
which means
limited
she
event.
approaches cooking as a science. She
Like the
even
whole Bake
develops
Off one.
advanced mecha to use in her cooking process.
Wow, that's some dedication to her craft.
I'm sorry, what a
Of
mech?
course, in Escoffier's kitchen, no dish is ready to be served until it has her stamp of approval. And when she likes something,
That's
she gets
cute.
completely lost in the flavors.
That's
It
actually
looks almost
adorable.
like she's in heaven.
That sounds incredible, but what if she doesn't like it?
Oh, then she'd probably
A self-adapting
say something
movement
like,
signal tracker
You
mech.
thought cream of mushroom soup was ready to serve after 3.5 minutes on the stove. You'd have had more sense
Whoops.
serving hot water with ice cubes. At least then you wouldn't have wasted all this perfectly good cream and mushroom.
Wow.
That kind of scares me for what her gift
I
3 is
promise
gonna be.
Escoffier is
when you
actually
mess up the
very
food.
well-mannered most of the time. But
Just
when it
goes
comes to
full
food,
Gordon Ramsay on
she
you.
couldn't be more strict. It's all for good reason, though. Escoffier believes her mission as a chef is to make haute cuisine accessible to all. So she's not just strict on other people, she demands perfection from herself too.
She is just
Because
Gordon
that's
Ramsay
the only
then.
way to make her dream a reality.
Oh, is that why she develops all those cooking mecha?
That's right. With their help, even people who are short on time or cooking skills can be capable of making a good meal.
The Toby in like a mech though is so
Okay.
sick.
That feels like a personal call out. But seriously though, I'm telling you, I could use something exactly like that.
Same here. Emily, you said Escoffier used to be the head chef at the Hotel de Bourg. Does that
Restored back to
mean
its
she doesn't
former
work there
glory.
anymore?
Yeah, that's right. She even had to spend time in the
She restored it and she just
Fortress
dipped. She
The
was like,
Fortress of
job's done.
Meropide? What happened?
We can't divulge the details right now.
Okay, it's a
but
story
all
quest.
will be revealed in Escoffier's story quest, treasured above all. So be sure to check it out if you're interested, travellers. You'll also be rewarded with extra ascension
got the
materials
ice brand
for
arts.
Escoffier. Oh, and travellers will get to take part in a one-of-a-kind culinary showdown in this quest. Not only will travellers get to
Oh yeah, we're
experience
actually getting a cooking
Escoffier's
minigame?
leadership firsthand, but special guests will also make an appearance.
That's
Special
cute.
Yes, nice. Huh. Okay, I see blubber beasts and romaritime flowers. Wait, do we have to cook 4 blubber beasts using romaritime flowers? That's not much to work with.
Oh yeah,
All
we
I
did
can
get like,
say is trust in Escoffier.
we did get Remora
She can
mentioned
work
as well, didn't
wonders.
we?
Oh, I'm definitely a believer.
So rather that's part of the story
okay, so
quest
we know what she can do
or
in the kitchen, but what about on the
the
battlefield?
Albedo
Right,
event.
let's get into it.
Or maybe it's an entirely new event, who knows?
Escoffier wields a cryovision and is a powerful addition to freeze-focused teams. Which
Yo, her
brings
weapon
us
looks
to one of her
sick.
talents.
Just a
When
massive fork.
Escoffier's elemental skill or elemental burst hits an enemy, she can reduce
that's
their
nice.
resistance to hydro and cryo damage. The more hydro and cryo characters in the party,
Res
the greater
reduction.
the reduction.
Okay.
So it looks like the enemies here aren't actually frozen, but the resistance reduction still takes effect.
So Frozen
Yeah,
team then.
That's really important. As long as her
Fairs?
elemental skill or burst hits an enemy, the reduction takes effect. The enemy doesn't need to be frozen.
I kind of like it that
means the talent
they're
works on
making
bosses with
different
other
reactions
unfreezable enemies.
Wow,
more
so it seems like any character that deals hydro or cryo damage can
more
benefit from that
usable now.
talent.
You know what I mean?
I can definitely see her being a powerful support in freeze teams.
True, but Escoffier's not just
Because
a
most of it
support.
was mainly
She can dish
Dendro
out damage
focused.
as well, with an actual dish.
No way.
Yeah, and when Escoffier unleashes her elemental skill, she summons a cooking mech to the field.
Okay,
that follows
applying
the active
cryo.
character and periodically fires projectiles at nearby enemies, dealing cryo damage.
Seems pretty nice.
So with her
Constant
ability to
cryo
shred
application.
resistance, she basically buffs her own damage. In addition, her elemental burst restores HP to the entire party.
Incredible.
Oh, and she's
Okay,
also a healer.
So she can buff the party,
Makes
dish
sense
out
since she makes
damage,
food.
and heal. Wow, sounds like she's pretty versatile.
Yeah, and thanks to a different talent, she has another ability that really showcases her skills as a chef. If you hold her elemental skill, the cooking mech she summons can absorb elemental energy and convert it into
Oh.
a delicious dish.
Whoa.
Huh.
I've never seen a talent like that before.
Okay.
So what? Free
you don't
food?
even have to prepare the ingredients yourself? Bro, that's awesome.
Yeah, and plus she can produce several kinds of dishes this way.
Yo,
Well, that
and
will be
5-star?
So fun to check out in game.
Totally.
Huh?
So take note of this next piece of news, travelers. In the first half of version 5.6, we'll have event wishes for
That actually might be
Escoffier and
pretty
Navia.
decent, depending
A
on how
new
good
five-star polearm,
how good that
Symphonist
5-star
of
food
Sense
is.
will be featured on the weapon banner. Our new 4-star character,
I'm guessing
Ifa,
there's gonna
will
be a
also
cooldown
enjoy a
on
drop
that.
rate boost on the first half banners.
Aoife, no way, bro.
I think that's my line, but I couldn't have said it better myself.
Oh, and another bit of really exciting news is that travelers will get to spend more time with these two in the new version.
Thank God.
Who are you talking about?
Okay, take a look at this clip and you'll see.
Yeah, Kanich and Kakuku.
Eyes are
Kakuku?
on me. Lowly servants, behold the almighty
Classic.
Dragon Lord's magnificence.
Classic a how.
Zachary, what about?
Love him.
Why does no one ask for the autograph of the almighty Dragon Lord? Kahula how?
Is one of the best characters in the game. One of the best characters in the game.
Oh dear.
No way,
Do you even hear yourself, bro? How dare you? You insolent, contemptuous Huh? What are you on about? No way, bro. Seriously? Do you even hear yourself, bro?
That would instantly get on the Howl's nerves.
Bro. Do you even hear yourself, bro? You're
Just give me a whole story quest with Kakuku. Sorted.
Wasted on you. No way, bro.
No way, bro. Peak.
Oh, you meant Kakuku and a how. Wow, I feel like those two could argue forever.
Oh, 100%.
Dude, you don't know the half of it.
Hang in there, bro.
Lord Almighty,
You
Dragon
too,
Lord
huh?
Kahula
Man, this
How.
bro thing is really taking off.
Well, Kakuku is just that infectious.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's very
So,
catchy.
Travelers met Aoife in the previous version. But
This
since we
event,
now have the
by the
chance to
way,
add into our
was so
parties,
good.
Want to give us a formal introduction, Johnny?
I thought you never asked, Jane. Absolutely. As most of you probably know, Aoife is a Saurian vet from the Flower Feather clan. In that land, humans and Saurians live and fight side by side. Saurians get sick and hurt just like everyone else. So Saurian vets do a very important job in that land.
Okay.
And Aoife is a really good one. In fact, you've probably
Bangers.
heard of some of his accomplishments already. Like how he saved Kakuku's life, and now, of course, Kakuku works as his trusty assistant.
Yeah,
That Sari's
Aoife
cute,
is
though.
practically a miracle worker. I heard a how got sick one time, so Kanich took him to Aoife for treatment, and what do
Really?
you know? A how was better in like 2 seconds. Imagine that.
What was he sick
Sounds
with?
like Aoife really knows his stuff. I wonder
Just
if he
didn't
can treat all
get, just
kinds
didn't
of
get enough
dragons,
attention.
like even ones from other nations.
I guess, in theory, yeah, I don't see why not. Plus, if it was an emergency, Kakuku could help him get there in no time.
I mean,
It's
I
a
heard the
strong
Flower
bird.
Feather clan is known for riding kukasaurs.
Look at him
But
go.
This is less riding and more dangling, isn't it?
Hey, this is a Kakuku appreciation zone only, all right? But seriously, just wait until you see him sprint.
Seems like
He
a bit of
spreads out
abuse.
those huge wings, and it's super awesome. Oh, and while we're on the subject, if there are any travelers who haven't done
That's
the part
cool.
of the Ochkanatlan World Quest where you chase down the evil dragon, try it out with Ifa. It'll be a completely different kind of flying experience.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have
I
been
see
sick
that.
to experience, though.
Although it looks more like
'Cause this
Ifa
was
is
super fun
chasing
to play
down a
through.
patient for a checkup.
Yeah. So, okay, what else can Eva do in combat?
Well, Ifa is an Animo Vision user with a lot of tricks up his sleeve. For example, when faced with aggressive enemies, Ifa
It does suck
can
that he
unleash his
doesn't. He's
elemental
not going to
burst
be getting a
and fire
5-star
therapeutic
animation
sedative,
for his burst.
creating a wind current that pulls in and restrains enemies. Yeah, of course, as Ifa's good bro, Kakuku also helps him out in combat. With Ifa's elemental skill, Kakuku lifts him into the air, giving him an aerial advantage in
Airborne
combat.
disease
And while in this
prevention.
state, Ifa can continuously fire tonic shots, which deal animo damage upon
Oh, we
impact
also
and
heal as
restore
well with that.
HP to the entire party.
Oh, nice. So what kind of team comps work best with Ifa?
Well, to answer that, we should introduce one of his talents first. When Ifa is in the Night Soul's blessing state, he can use his Field Medic's vision to increase swirl and electrocharge damage based on the total amount of Night Soul points across the entire party.
Okay, so he seems like he's going to be good with
So he works
Aurora
well
then.
with characters that can trigger swirl and electrocharged reactions, and characters that can generate Night Soul points. He seems like a really flexible unit.
Yeah, he is. Plus, in areas with Natlan's phlogiston mechanics, if your current active character or indwelled Saurian's HP drops below a certain percent, Ifa can consume his own phlogiston to heal them.
Nice.
Oh,
Putting
free
those
heals
medical
then.
skills to use. His kit seems
Fair
really
play.
intuitive, and he helps with exploration.
Definitely
I
was
feel
a
like
5-star.
exploring the sacred volcano will be a lot easier with Kakuku to dangle from.
What can I say? He is a helpful little guy. Now, moving on to our next bit of news, a new boss is coming in version 5.6.
Ah,
the
more
secret
materials
source
to
automaton
grind.
Overseer device.
Fun.
Travelers will need to defeat it to obtain ascension materials for Escoffier.
Huh. I feel like we've faced something like this before.
That's because this boss has the same origins as the secret source automaton configuration device from version 5.1. Both are pieces of ancient dragon technology.
They almost seem
Okay,
like
reading the
two
description
parts
on
of
that
one
is going to be
terrifying
interesting
monster.
then.
Okay, Jane, let's, this is where we should wrap this part up, I think, because travelers can search for their own answers to this in-game. Now, let's kick off the event portion.
Oh, wow. There are Natlan characters in Fontaine?
Whirling
Is it
Waltz.
because of a festival or something?
This
Not a
is gonna be
festival,
super fun.
An amusement park organized by Navia and the Spina di Rasula. Auroron and Ifa are there to deliver
So
Natlan
maybe
produce
this
to
is
the
where we're
event.
going to be getting the
But it's not
Romaria
all veggies and
names.
good times, unfortunately. Against the backdrop of the festivities, a smuggling case is uncovered, leading Kanich and Risley to cross paths.
That's going to be so cool.
Saurian hunter and a prison warden. Sounds like a fun pairing.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
I
those
actually
two
have
can
a
pop
few
off.
sneak peeks to share, so let's take a look.
Weird. Why is a How cowering behind
I
me?
see Charlotte.
I would have thought he was too proud for that.
Yeah, dealing with Charlotte
Oh,
though.
wait. It must be because of Fontaine's ban on flying objects.
Exactly. Ahau and Kakuku made the
Oh,
journey
yeah,
all the way
that's
to
so dumb.
Fontaine and happened to arrive just in time for the ban. Ahau was able to hide, but Kakuku got scared and flew straight into the Palais Mermonia.
Well,
Auroron thinks Kakuku will
bro,
manage to send
I
all
want to
the
see him
important
interacting
documents
with
in the
Nouvelette
Palais
so
flying around the
badly.
building.
Oh no, that can't end well. Well, what
No
about
way,
Ifa? Isn't he going to come to Kakuku's rescue?
Don't worry, with Nervalette and Risley there, Kakuku's in good hands. Plus, he might even learn a new phrase or two. Hey, check
Oh,
it
yeah?
out. Risley managed to teach him one.
Teach him how
Anyone
to
wanna guess
say.
what it is?
Oh, I don't really
You want
know
some
what it
tea?
would be. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see.
I
Anyway,
mean, Risley
wanted to
does love
point
his
out,
tea, so
There are two dragons in this picture. So, does that mean Nervalette could, like, interpret for Kakuku? You know, dragon to dragon. Oh, I can't wait to see how their interactions
I mean,
go.
Kakuku already
Honestly,
speaks,
I can't even picture it,
you know,
but I just
English.
know it's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah, there's nothing we can say that beats the real thing.
And a new weapon
so,
as well.
if you're interested, be sure to check out all the shenanigans
Sequence
in-game.
of Solitude.
And trust me, there are a lot of them. Always makes me laugh. Now, on to the actual amusement park. Let me give you some background. It's called the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland, and it's the brainchild of a well-known engineer and film buff.
At least we know a lot of those
Spina di Rasula in
are actually
financing,
voiced in
construction,
English.
and general operations.
Oh, Lapine Pauline is back. Didn't she almost go bankrupt after basing her research on that fake story?
Who?
I hope her investment pays off this time.
Nice to see that the
if
animation
traveler agrees
is
to come on
still up
board,
there as
Lapine
well.
Pauline might be in a better
Goofy.
position.
Come on board. Why are my fraud alarm bells ringing?
It's not like that. If you don't trust Lapine
Fontaine and fraud, they go hand in hand.
Okay. Her track record isn't great, but at least trust Cheval Moran and the Spina di Rasula.
If you say so.
And how do we make sure we don't run it into the ground?
Well, if the traveler agrees to come on board, Lapine Pauline
Just
might
get
be in a better
sponsored by
position.
Navia.
Wait, so this is a management sim? Okay, tell me everything.
You got it, bro. Travelers will be in charge of operations, like
No way, bro.
upgrading the facilities, expanding
stuck
the
in my
park,
head.
and managing the staff.
Yeah, I mean,
During
these
each
these
business
events
cycle,
are always just really
travelers will
nice.
need to allocate their precious funds and action points
They're
to
fun
the
to do.
most important tasks based on their management needs.
And plus, Navia recruited Master Chef Escoffier to run the park's theme restaurant.
Yeah, Master Chef.
The dishes she creates can give you unique management buffs, so don't miss out.
Absolutely.
If she
You can
doesn't give
also
us its
increase your
raw,
revenue
like
by
its
adding
its
different
raw
kinds of
line,
attractions.
that's
For
gonna
example, in
be
eclectic escapades,
so disappointing.
Visitors can experience
It's
unforgettable
fucking
adventures
raw.
where they fly through the air or dash underwater at high speeds.
Wow.
Or there's movie masterpieces where you have to use special abilities to reach the end of the stage and seize the treasure. Before launching these attractions, travelers will need to try them out and create a standardized strategy guide for each one, so that visitors understand how to get the most out of the experience.
It will be interesting to see the
Or,
Natlin characters
travelers
interact
can
with the
also
Melazines,
add an
though.
attraction called Mellow Manor, where they can create a cozy retreat for different animals to draw
I wonder what the
visitors and
Melazines will say
increase
to a
revenue.
How.
And travelers can also recruit some familiar faces
That'll
to
be
help
fun
run
to
the
see.
park. Among the recruits are Fontanian companions and friends from other nations
Siegeween.
too.
Yeah, that's right. By completing friendly encounters, travelers can learn useful management techniques from their companions. Eventually, these companions will become fixtures at the park and provide even more management support. So, long story
Got a
short,
nurse here?
don't worry too
Sick.
much. You don't have to go it alone.
Okay, yeah, that doesn't sound too bad.
And
I mean, it
plus,
seems-
once you get
seems like
down
a
to
fun
business, you'll be rewarded
management
for your
event.
efforts.
Ooh, do tell.
Oh, I will. Reach a certain point in the operations and
Ground
you'll
of
be
insight.
able to claim all sorts of rewards, including Primo Gems and a new 4-star bow, Sequence of Solitude.
Awesome! More Primo Gems to save for your next pull. Which
Is it-
reminds me,
Is it
we
decent, though?
still haven't finished announcing the event wishes, have we?
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry to keep you in suspense.
Okay, nice, I can
travelers.
save on phase
In the
2.
second half of version 5.6, we'll have returning event wishes for Kaniche and the Raiden Shogun.
Nice.
Plus, the Chronicled
Nice.
Wish banner will be returning in version 5.6.
Ah,
I know a lot of travelers have been waiting for that, so check it out if you're
I
interested.
might be able to
Yeah, you
coke me
have
on
to.
that then.
And best of luck on your pulls.
All right. That was a lot of info.
Yeah, 'cause Kokomi is the only
so
one I
let's take
don't
our first
have on that.
break. Here's the second redemption code.
Might go for it.
travelers.
Yo, jammers out of nowhere? But yeah, I'm guessing with that event, we're going to be getting a lot of, we'll probably be getting the Rumaria mention that we saw in the trailer, which will be very interesting to see. Because it seems like that's tying into like a whole like smuggling case, so maybe smuggling weapons from Rumaria?
The Windbloom Festival, once a celebration of flowers, now
Yeah.
shrouded in unease.
Monster got clapped. I want to know who this is. Seems like
Why is
it's going to be the
Albedo on
judge.
trial? Who is the young man in the courtroom? And is he friend or foe?
Is it voiced?
What tidings does the Dodo communication device bring this time?
Alice.
The answers to these questions
That's so
and
cute.
more in
We
the
also got
version
Vaka talking as well.
5.6 Archon Quest.
Nice voice.
Oh, nice.
Ah, shucks, thanks.
Oh, it
So,
is an
we
Archon
finally
quest.
Make it back to Mondstadt and Albedo's on trial.
Hmm.
I know, I don't even
That
know
means we're getting some pretty insane law then.
There's more to this situation than meets the eye.
Well, I've put together some information about the case. Let's go through it and see if we can uncover some new clues.
Obviously, this
So,
has something to do with
here's the
Durin,
deal.
with all the
Albedo's
information that
been
we've
accused
gotten.
of murder and unlawful disposal of human remains, and the case is being tried in secret.
Okay,
The
so it is
logistics
pretty
captain of the
serious.
Knights of Favonius, Hertha, seems to have compelling evidence against Albedo, so the situation is serious.
Interesting.
I'm sure Hertha is just trying to do her
A
job
murder
and uncover
mystery.
the truth. But there has to be some kind of misunderstanding here.
Well, in court, the evidence does the talking.
We got
Travelers
an
will have
intruder.
access to Albedo's office on the second floor
imposter.
of headquarters to do their own investigation into the case and hopefully track down some clues.
So I saw Jean, Kaya, and Eula in the courtroom, all members of the Knights of Favonius.
It's gonna be
Which
some
makes sense.
imposter
It looked
situation
like
in
someone
it.
from the church was also there.
Oh, that's Dahlia. He's the deacon of the Church of Favonius, so he works with Barbara, Rosaria, and the other members of the clergy. Dahlia acts as the Herald of Barbados, which is interesting because he's
Have we
also
ever heard of this
friends
character
with
before?
Venti.
Yeah, very interesting. He sounds like a very important figure then.
Well, speaking of Venti, the Dodo communication
Sus,
device
Venti.
is back in this quest. At some point, Venti needs it to get in touch with Alice. But
I
on
mean,
the
Alice
first
returning
attempt,
is just
the
always
line connects to
peak.
Grandmaster Varka instead. It's only on the second try that he manages to reach Alice.
Whoa, hold on. You just dropped two major names.
Yeah,
Barker
big
has been on
name.
an expedition for a long time.
Hopefully
It
he's
sounds like
voiced.
We finally get to hear how he's doing. As for Alice,
He just sounds like a
we know
kid.
She's the mother of the most adorable Klee, and an
Also,
elder of
that
the
is
Hexen
so
Circle.
cute.
But I wonder why Venti needs to get in touch with her. Wait, could it be because of the monsters in the city?
Oh, you know what?
There's
in
Amber.
Amber's anthology chapter, she did say the number of monsters around Mondstadt has been skyrocketing lately.
Probably
Right,
due to
and
Durham.
now there are even more monsters in the city. So maybe Venti is reaching out to Alice for help.
I think you two are onto something. And if we take a look at this map, we can see that a lot of our old friends have joined in on the fight to defend Mondstadt.
I can't remember from Albedo's
Mondstadt
event
was the
back in
beginning of
Dragonspine.
everything. It's the place where
Didn't
travelers met
his,
their
like,
first
clone
companions and
live?
embarked on this whole
Like, I'm pretty sure it ended off with, like, the
journey. Now, it's
clone,
in crisis.
like, on top of the cliff and then
Travelers can do
turning
something
away,
to
right?
stop it.
Oh, they can.
So it's probably
but
that. I'll
won't
probably
be
have to
easy
rewatch
road.
that.
Alice can offer something to help, but travelers will need
This
to pass
boss
the
looks
trial
so
first
sick.
and defeat the king and queen on the chessboard.
Anything to defend Mondstadt.
This is what I want to read
I'm
into,
sure
though,
travelers aren't
because
scared
this
of
is something to do
little
with the chessboard
trial.
that we've seen the Fatul
Okay,
using.
okay. Then let's take a look at what awaits them.
Such a cool design for a boss, though. Because we know anything that comes to, like, the Hexen Circle, especially with Alice, a lot of her designs are foreshadowing future events. So, I mean, just take the summer events, for example. Anytime we see all the future things that come after that, we're like, oh, that was referenced in the summer event. Blah, blah, blah. And it just
Alice
keeps
will
on
preside
giving
over
every
the first
time.
phase of the trial. The trial
So this
takes
is
place on a
definitely gonna be
chessboard,
important.
But the rules of chess don't exactly apply. Look closely and you'll notice some of the pieces on the board can harm the king. Travelers can use that to their advantage
that's actually
to create
pretty
an
cool.
opening and dish out damage.
Actual
But in the
mechanics?
second phase,
Let's go.
there are no chess pieces to use. Travelers will need to rely on their own strength to emerge victorious.
Okay,
It
so
looks like
damaging
there's a
phase.
different Dodoco presiding over the second phase. One wearing a blue hat. Is that a different mage from the Hexen Circle?
Ooh, I wonder which one.
Well, travelers will have to uncover that for themselves. As for the
That's,
second
I'm
phase
so
of the
glad
trial,
we're getting Alice
let me
back.
offer a quick piece of advice. The boss has some extremely powerful attacks, but freeze reactions can help you create an opening.
Of
Maybe
course.
jot that one down for later, travelers.
Gotta make sure you
but
sell
we
the
know
character,
there's
right?
Murder, an attack on Mondstadt, a Hexen Circle trial, but we have no idea how all of this is connected. Seems like there's a lot for travelers to uncover. You know,
I mean,
if you
Albedo
think
does
about
have
it,
the
first
thing on
Matland
his
had
neck,
a
so
crisis with the ley lines that almost ended in death. Then a similar crisis happened in Liyue, and now Mondstadt is in danger. I can't help
And
but wonder
Inazuma.
if this is all some kind of terrible omen.
Yeah, but look on the bright side. It's another chance for answers. Maybe we'll uncover new clues about forces we've encountered before.
I see
or
Venti
what we
as
can
well
expect
doing
on
this.
the road ahead.
Or maybe we'll even get one step closer.
100% excited, man.
Yeah, and then travelers can give us all the answers.
Yeah, I think we're gonna leave all that hard work to
Not
you guys.
earthly compassion
Alright,
could hope
okay,
to
well,
reach
let's
that
lighten things
light.
up and dive into
The
remaining
arrogant
version
sliver
of
far from the
5.6
darkness.
events.
Yes.
First up,
No, I
on
wanted
the
to finish
docket
reading
is an
it.
event that brings us back to Fontaine, where travelers can test out their tactical brilliance in the new wargame, Operation Damport Simulation.
Dude, nice.
Oh, I know. This wargame
So what,
comes
Clash
with
of Clans?
all new offensive and defensive gameplay. The key to
Fair
success
enough.
is really understanding your game pieces.
Okay, what do you mean?
Well, for
It is
example,
just Clash of Clans.
Is it a melee or ranged attack piece? Can it quickly break through obstacles, or maybe even bypass them entirely? Once you feel
Sure,
like
why
you know
not?
what you're doing, you can test out your skills in co-op. The actual gameplay is pretty simple. What this event really tests
Okay, though,
is
that would
strategy.
actually
For example,
be
when
kind of fun
adjusting
in
your
co-op.
defensive lineup, you can even set traps for your opponent.
I see a button called Defensive Simulation. Looks like we can use it to test out our strategies?
That's right. And once you set the defensive and offensive lineup that works best for you,
God, I'm
the
starving.
battle is ready to begin.
Yeah.
And while your opponent tries to break through your defenses, your job
There
is
is
to
gonna be
use your
some
chosen
real
offensive
sweaty
lineup
builds
to
on this.
outmaneuver their strategy. The side that breaks the opposing formation first.
Because I doubt what
makes
Genshin has,
greater progress
you know,
within
fully
their time
balanced
limit.
this. There's gonna be
Wow.
those really sweaty
Okay,
builds that
so
people
it
can
sounds
do.
like it all comes down to strategy. All right, so get tactical, travelers.
Now, if that last event was mostly about brain power, this next one is all about firepower.
Let's go.
Okay, let's take a look at the gameplay.
Cool poster?
Think this is a simple battle for coins? Haha, well, think again. Players will have the opportunity to indwell Saurians at certain points. Use their abilities to your advantage.
Yeah, just
and you
obliterate
might be able to
people?
turn
Alright,
tides in
I'm
your
down for that.
favor.
This looks so fun. You could just stay in Saurian form the whole time and blast all the other players away.
Oh, if only. The Saurian form only lasts so long. But even in human form, you'll have
Anger-inducing.
character skills at your disposal. So the goal is to
I am just
collect as
hoping
many
though that
coins as
the
possible to secure
Archon quest
victory.
is voiced,
So this next
but I
event
feel
is
like we're
called
probably gonna get a
Chronicle
few
of
characters
Shifting
that aren't
Stratagem.
voiced since the
I'm
trailer
sure at
wasn't
this
in
point their
English,
journey,
which
travelers have gained
isn't a
their
good
fair share of
sign.
companions and have tested out their skills in a variety of different situations. But maybe there's a character you want to learn more about, like Escoffier, for example. Let's say you want to test out her potential in different team comps. Then I highly recommend trying out this event.
Chronicle of Shifting Stratagems gives travelers the opportunity to study and test out different team compositions. The event is divided into different levels of difficulty.
Because as well,
and
we
there are
still
also
have the
challenge buffs to
last
take advantage
update
of.
on the
So
event
make sure to take that
web
into
page
account
as
when
well,
forming your
so
teams.
Okay.
I wonder when that's gonna get
Travelers can
updated.
also take a look at the challenge record and see how their friends approached each challenge.
Because it should
Could
be
provide
soon.
some food for thought.
Nice. Sounds like the perfect excuse to do some experiments.
I think there's about
outside the box.
just a month left of the event.
All right, moving on to some Genius Invocation TCG updates. First, a new card skin will be added to the card shop, so check it out if you're
Wow.
interested. Travelers
Fair
can
enough.
also look forward to new character and action
Yo,
cards added to
Shinolan,
regular mode.
sheesh.
Nice. More food for the card sharks.
There are also some major updates to automatic artistry.
So in addition to the character and action card updates, the elemental reaction effects are different.
Yeah, and during the match, there's now a card refresh option as well as mechanisms for character enhancement and replacement.
Okay, low-key
so the
huge.
gameplay should be even more engaging.
Yo, what is with that health?
Travelers might even be able to come up with some
Holy.
new strategies and surprise their opponents with unexpected moves.
That's right, and finally,
I mean, it seems like
the
that's got a
Leyline
massive update
Overflow
then.
event is returning in version 5.6,
Yeah.
so don't miss out.
We won't, and let's take our last break. When we return, we'll
Huge.
smoke system optimizations and a cool collab. See you on the other side, travelers.
Bye.
Oh, well, collab, eh? I wonder who is the other Hexagon Circle member we're going to be getting, though. No Way Bro versus No You. Hey, it seems like we're getting a bunch of primos, though. It is actually nice we're getting a timetable as well. And it also tells us how much primos we're getting from events. So 990, and then along with completing the quest, it'll probably bring you over 1,000.
Welcome back, travelers.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
Ooh.
Let's jump right into system optimization.
Theater
Some travelers
optimization.
provided feedback that the brilliant blessing enhancement process in the Imaginarium Theater was a bit confusing, which made it difficult to level up strategically and optimize character turn order. So, in the version 5.6 update, the dev team has made the Brilliant Blessing details page a lot more intuitive.
Okay, that's nice.
This
So you
should
know
make it
future
easier for
upgrades.
travelers to make strategic level up decisions.
Nice.
Yeah, and in addition, rewards
That's
will
a
be
nice
available
change.
for completing the star challenges in the new season of the Imaginarium
Oh, more
Theater
primos.
that begins on June 1st.
You know what would be nice? A restart button after the final act. As it stands right now, finishing the final act takes you directly to the credits, right? What if
Sure.
you just missed that last star challenge? That would be such a bummer.
Yeah, the dev team has received that feedback as well.
Not a problem for
so
me.
A restart button
Skill
is
issue.
also being added to the new update.
Oh, nice.
Let's go.
Again, though,
should
that
make
is
it
a
easier
pretty
to get
nice
full
change.
Stars. All right, so this next update addresses another common problem. Travelers have probably noticed that when you go to raise a character's skills, the skill descriptions can be pretty long and
Yeah,
dense.
especially with new
I mean, it's
characters.
understandable. It's important for travelers
whole
to have all
novel
the
you're reading.
details. But it's also easy to get bogged down in the weeds, so this is something the dev team has been working on. Starting in version 5.6, the descriptions on the talent and constellation pages for new characters will be optimized to be more concise, so it's
Thank
easier
you.
for travelers to grasp the core information.
That-
Of course, travelers
there
who
is just
prefer to
too
dive into
much
all the
reading.
details can always expand the content for a more comprehensive description.
Nice. Sorting through all that information should be a lot faster now.
Totally.
Our next optimization is for the treasure
Our
compass.
compass
Travelers
optimizations.
provided feedback that while attempting to complete Natlan's warrior challenges, it was difficult to locate where to pick up the quests. So, after the version 5.6 update, the treasure compass can now track those locations.
Woo!
Yeah, they
Oh,
can.
okay.
Warrior challenges are important because that's how you get obsidian fragments, which you can use to unlock tribal secret spaces, right? It would be nice if the treasure compass could track those too.
Oh, is that the
It can.
individuals that you can
And
find?
once your exploration progress is high enough, the treasure compass will be able to
Hey.
pinpoint the location of tribal secret
That's
spaces
that's
as
a very
well.
nice change.
Similarly, at a high enough exploration progress, more chests from various nations can also be located using the treasure compass.
Oh, nice. That should really help travelers that are stuck at 99% exploration progress.
Nah, 100% on all
Natlan's
regions.
have also been
Easy.
optimized. Starting in version 5.6, travelers can now delete custom pins in batches.
Ooh, that should make it a lot easier.
Oh,
to
that
start
is
fresh if
such
you're
a nice
someone who
change.
really likes to go ham with the markers.
Yeah, I can get rid of all my like
Well,
leeway
that wraps up our
markers
system
that I've just
optimizations.
never
So now
decided to
it's
go
time
through.
for some out-of-game news.
That's
Collapse.
right. First, we have some exciting collaboration news to share. Genshin Impact is partnering with the global beauty
Charlotte
brand Charlotte
Tilbury.
Tilbury to launch
Tilbury.
2 limited edition sets.
Wow.
So, let's watch the preview trailer for the collaboration.
Mona makeover? I don't use makeup, so can't say it's for me, but may look cool. That's what Mona's been invested in. That's cute. That mask though is kind of fire. Might buy it just for that.
But I have even more news. In addition, Genshin Impact's third Natlan OST album, Radiance of Flame, is coming soon.
That's gonna be nice to listen to.
The album contains various tracks composed by the Hoyo Mix team for the Collective of Plenty and other regions. So stay tuned for the drop.
Awesome.
Oh, it's gonna be amazing. Music's gonna be so cool.
So
You know it.
beautiful.
I am super excited for this version.
Okay, let me check my scroll here. Yeah, that's all the
We actually
information I
got
have
a
about version
lot for
5.6.
this.
Yeah, me too. What about you, Jane?
I am just so excited to uncover more about
Again,
the
just
Elder
hoping
mystery
it's
and
voice.
to defeat the new boss on the chessboard.
Oh well, most of the
And
characters
I
in the
can't wait
Archon
for you
quest
to
are
meet
voiced. We're
Escoffier.
probably
It's been
again
so much
gonna get a
fun
few that
working
aren't.
on her, and I just think you're gonna
love her.
And to follow that up, Ifa is finally playable, and of course he's gonna have Kukuku right by his side. But
Yes,
the
sir.
mini games are always so fun and creative.
Absolutely.
Just can't wait.
Well, that's it for the version 5.6 special program. A new
Any
adventure
teasers on the end? You never
I hope
know.
it brings with it new friendships, new answers, and a whole lot of fun. Well, and with that, all there's left to say is, see you in game, travelers. Bye. Bye. Bye.
See ya.
Man, we are in for a treat. Maybe a teaser? Oh, web event. Hold on a minute. Stay tuned for April 30th. Ah, so we're gonna get the final update. Huge, dude. That's soon. Man, we are getting spoiled for this version. There is a lot to look forward to.